Ever since the announcement of the Red Dead Online Blood Money update, it's always been what I think is going to happen, what type of content I believe Rockstar will deliver, what I think they need to do to make fans happy, and my opinion on the content that has been confirmed. But this is a video where I throw it over to the rest of the community. I asked you guys over on the community tab what your initial thoughts are on this Red Dead Online Blood Money update, and this is what you guys had to say. Before I do get into the video, if you want to see a bit more content from me, maybe something slightly more entertaining than going through tutorials here on this channel, then there is a link in the description down below which will take you over to the second YouTube channel. Over there I'm streaming every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, which will ramp up to daily streams as we're going through the Red Dead hype, but it's more about just having fun. So if that does interest you, there is a link in the description down below. Getting back into the video, I gotta start by saying this obviously doesn't represent the whole Red Dead Online community. This is only certain individuals who are fans of Red Dead and who are also subscribed to this channel. We did this for previous updates, and it's always nice to look back and see fans' initial reaction when an update is announced. So over on the YouTube community tab, I asked you guys this question. It says this: "Hey everyone, I'm curious about how you're all feeling about this Red Dead Online Blood Money update. A lot has been revealed this week through Newswise and trailers, so what's your initial thoughts on the content? Is this something you're hyped for, or are you still worried about the future of this game?" I will be putting a video together to discuss the community's initial thoughts and reactions. Thank you to everyone that did reply or interact with this post. Unfortunately, I can't go through every comment on this video because even in a very short amount of time, there were way too many comments. If I went through every single one, this video will be 30 minutes, maybe even pushing to an hour in length. By the time I finish it, there'll be even more comments that have been posted, but I will be trying to go through as many as I can. The first thing and most obvious thing to talk about is the amount of hype you guys have. Straight away, I saw a lot of hype and excitement, which is always nice to see. Players getting really excited for this new update and its release on Tuesday. People are saying they're excited, very excited for Tuesday, looking forward to it. And there are so many other comments like this. This is already a very good sign compared to previous updates that we've had before. With the Bounty Hunter update, even though we didn't get a trailer before the release, Rockstar did announce it a week before, and straight away fans were not happy. A big part of this was because Rockstar straight away announced that there was going to be a daily challenge nerf, which halves the amount of gold that you can make. And then their second big announcement was that it was going to be a Red Dead Online standalone release, which gave no reason for those that are already playing the game to have any excitement. There are also comments on the other side of this. Players that want to be excited, but unfortunately they just can't because of what's happened previously. Dark Wolf has this exact feeling. "I would like to have high expectations, but I've been disappointed so many times that I just can't." And it's not just Dark Wolf that has this feeling. There's comments from Big Bosco, Doge the Wise, Cine, and Bearded Kiki. All of these people and a hell of a lot more have posted comments of them wanting to feel excited and hyped, but they just can't because of previous updates that have been released. And this makes sense. Even though here on this channel I try to remain positive and always look at the best through previous updates, even if they're not something that suits me, we can't deny that the Bounty Hunter enhancement did not go down well, and a lot of fans were split with the Naturalist update. Some being very excited for legendary animals and the Trapper being added, but others just thinking what type of content has Rockstar added to the game, nothing that actually suits them. So for a lot of fans that are remaining skeptical, they've stuck around for such a long time that their last update that they enjoyed was the Frontier Pursuits update or the Moonshine update. Both of these updates were released back in 2019. So there's a lot of fans remaining skeptical, and this won't go away until the update is actually released. They can finally play it themselves to make a decision. The next comment comes from Dubas, and they have this to say: "We saw the big things like the update itself, the blood money part, but Rockstar, even if they add small details in trailers, they never show everything. Like on Naturalist, being able to use beards and mustaches like the stubble beard on Union shirt without pants. I obviously want to see what the update itself has to offer, but I'm excited to see new clothes added and other small changes." And Dubas is 100% correct. Everything that has been revealed so far is only part of the update and not the full update. There's some things that Rockstar do just like to keep secret until the actual reveal. Dubas already went through some examples, but even with the Naturalist update, some other examples were the likes of collector sets, which were 3 different types of fossil sets added to the game. Rockstar also didn't talk about how legendary animals, which which were going to be added to the game and we already knew about, could also be used for the trader, which would dramatically change how we use and operate the trader role. And then just like Duba said, we then have all the different items of clothing, weapon variants, as well as anything else like that, any type of cosmetic items, that's also going to be part of the game. It's not massive gameplay changes, it doesn't change anything mechanically, but you now have more options when customizing your characters. The next comment comes from Matada, and they say, actually the thing that worries me is how long we'll wait for the next update. The next major update will release around Christmas time. Both GTA and Red Dead Online are set on a 2 update schedule per year. But the good thing with this Blood Money update is that a lot of it is going to be drip-fed content which lasts all the way through to Halloween. We already know that Halloween Pass 2 will also be part of the game, and it's likely that Rockstar will also re-release some of the Halloween Showdown series that we've had before. This content will be in the game for a couple of weeks, with the exception of Halloween Pass 2, which will actually take us all the way up to the end of November, beginning of December, and that's when the next major update will release. The next comment comes from Daniel Rod 7, and they say, rank 601, always doing dailies, saved up, nothing to buy, a little above 250 gold and about 260k in-game cash. I basically own everything worth in-game cash and mostly everything worth gold as well. I would say I'm ready and hoping it's going to be a big update with good content to run through for a while. And I think Daniel Rod 7 actually represents a lot of players within the community. A player that has been playing for quite some time, as you can tell by his rank, while still having a decent amount of money and a decent amount of gold on his accounts with nothing to buy. There are players out there with thousands of gold bars on their accounts with absolutely nothing to do with it. It's about time Rockstar started adding content within the game where you can actually buy into it. These can be expensive and more luxurious cosmetic items, or it could be buying into new types of gameplay mechanics or different types of features that you can then use. Either way, there definitely needs to be something, because with the likes of Daniel Rod, he doesn't have much to aim for because he can immediately buy it as soon as being added to the game. There's also been comments from SA Boy, who says, will there be any content for free roam, or is it just all missions? Because what's the point in earning money if you have nothing to spend it on? And they are 100% correct. We do know that there will be some free roam activities, and as you build up more capital and bring it to Guido Martelli and Angelo Bronte, you will unlock even more content, such as even more missions and even more content within free roam. But they're 100% correct on there needing to be something that you can put all your money and all your gold into. Not to mention that Rockstar are now releasing a completely different currency, the currency of capital. Capital is something that you'll be able to collect over time, and as you trade it into Guido Martelli and Angelo Bronte, you get more. Exactly the same as any other currency. So if new content now needs you to have capital, then what's the point of you having cash or gold? I've seen so many players talking about this, and it's just something that we'll have to wait and see on Tuesday. The last comment comes from Shepherd K, and they say, I think it will be fun, but it may turn into a grind. There are only so many different things to rob before it gets repetitive. The good thing this time around is that Rockstar are adding content to the game where you get to choose your own path. This is not going to be everything that's included within this update, but it does include at least 3 missions that will be available on July 13th. This is where you join up with Guido Martelli and you help him bring down a local senator. We also know that there will be 2 extra missions like this that will be added sometime in the future. But even when you do get to choose your own path, it makes it last longer, but if you are a player that will constantly go through content every other day, you will get to the point of where you've done absolutely everything, and it does get repetitive. Unfortunately, there is no solution for this. Even when we look at completely random content such as the collector sets, you can go to any location, pick up a collectible, and it's random of which collectible you get. But every single time you go through it, it's the exact same gameplay mechanics, it's the exact same animations, and eventually you will be able to collect every single collectible within the game. If you are a player that enjoys Red Dead and you dedicate a decent amount of time to the game, eventually it will get repetitive. The good thing that we can take away from what's been revealed so far is that hopefully with the content that is delivered, it'll be longer until we reach that moment of where it does get repetitive. It's not like we're getting a straightforward linear mission. We get to choose our own paths, pick the mission the way that we want to go and do it, and as soon as we're finished, we can go back through that all over again to get something completely different, whilst there also being side content in the game that we can still go through. Anyway guys, this is just a few initial thoughts and reactions reactions to what's been revealed so far for the Blood Money update. Come Tuesday, we'll see whether or not these worries and fears were actually worth having, or if Rockstar actually have everything under control and the update ends up being really good. If you have an opinion which is different to everything that we've gone through in this video, then feel free to leave it in the comment section down below. But anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But for now, I'm going to see ya.